most times we are so swift to join into conclusion. We are so swift to question God's existence. We are so swift to complain, and most times I'm always like, why? Have we ever thought of how the sparrows live? Have we ever thought of how they feed? Have we ever thought of how living things that are not human beings, how they survive without having someone to feed them? Because I feel that when and if we take time to think about those things, we would see that God is incredible, like incredible. Some days ago, that's last month, I had the, let's say, opportunity. Yeah, I had the opportunity to witness some things. I had to go to the hospital, and there and then, there's some people that sometimes people will say that anyone that has not visited the hospital, like anyone that has not seen people gasping for air, for breath, they would not be able to appreciate God genuinely. Sometimes I feel that should not be the case. But I was opportune, I was at the hospital. One thing I had to do at the hospital, and I was being attended to. All of a sudden, a woman came to the hospital and was shouting, emergency, emergency, emergency. My baby is dying, my baby is dying. And everybody were rushing, like, what happened, what happened? We saw the child. I saw the child. Like, the child was gone. Like, the child was gone. The child was already cold. According to the nurse that attended to her, the child was cold. Like, even when they were carrying the child, I saw the way, like, there was no life in the child again. At that point, I was like, And there are some people that have life. They are not grateful for what they have. They complain of everything. And I wonder, have we ever sat down and thought about how our legs moves, how our eyes blink, how we even breathe, how we speak, how we heal from injury, how our ends move, like how we digest food? Some people think all of these things is by their own doing. In this life, they will always say that you can buy everything, but you cannot buy life. Money can do everything, but money cannot give you life. Yeah, people will be like, at least if I can't breathe, I can pay for oxygen. Okay, what of those that don't have money for oxygen? So I've been able to, be thankful for a lot of things, and thinking about it, I'm like, we should have the habit and attitude of gratitude for everything. You wake up, you thank God. You sleep and wake up, you say, but I thank you for allowing me to see this new day. But I thank you for I'm able to walk. But I thank you for every part of my body is working fine. Because I went to the hospital and I had to do some things, and which affected my toenails. I had to walk. I'm like, those that was of recent. After I had done what I was supposed to do at the hospital, I came back home and I was finding it difficult to walk and everything like that. And my siblings and I were just like, and there are some people that don't even have a thumb. Some people don't even have a toe, like their big toe. Some people don't have one eyes. Some people can't hear with one ear. Like, some people just have an incomplete part of the body. And we that even have complete part of the body, we don't know how to be grateful to God for it. Now made mention that there are some people that they didn't grow up, like they were not born incomplete. They just had maybe an accident, and all of a sudden they had an incomplete part of the body. So how they were able to, cope and make it a part of their lifestyle, like, must have been very, very difficult. So yeah, like I always say in every video I make, I always like to draw out a lesson from it. And when I was just reflecting on the incident at the hospital about the child, and reflecting on my own scenario where I had to take off a toenail and I've been finding it difficult to walk, I was just like, really need to do well when it comes to gratitude to God, because we should stop the complaints and always praise God. So next time when you think of a complaint, when you think of how things have been bad for you, the best thing to do is praise God. When you think of how you don't have money, you need to feed, you need to think about the sparrows. Who feeds them? God. And he said it in his word that we are way better than the sparrows. And if he can feed the sparrows, who are you that he cannot feed? Tell me now. Also, when you think of how bad your day is going, when you think of maybe you have one ailment or the other, Job in the Bible did not die of whatever ailment he was passing through. God still saw him through. So God will always see you through whatever, no matter whatever that you find yourself. So I just want to admonish you, draw a lesson from this. Yeah. So the two lessons here is always be grateful, like always show gratitude, cease complain. Like whenever you think of any bad thing, whenever you have the urge to complain, just switch up to prayer, switch up to praise, and you will see that God is faithful and He will work mightily in your life. He will do wondrous things when you praise and show gratitude to Him. So in every day of your life, every moment, every second, every minute, learn to praise God, learn to show gratitude, learn to have a heart of gratitude, learn to worship God in spirit and in truth. Take away complain, my dear. Complain does not bring anything good. Complaining does not elevate you. Complaining does not take away your problems. So why complain when you can praise God? Why complain where there are a lot of scriptures to back up your answer from God? Like, tell God, God, this is what you said in your word. So you gotta do it.